Hi everybody, I would just like to welcome you to our team training hangout. My name is Satiris Basakaropoulos and I'm here tonight with Matthew Armstrong, and there'll probably be another couple of people maybe hopping on during the call as well in the next few minutes. And tonight we're going to be discussing a few things. One thing will be the insider secrets that the gurus don't want you to know about. Okay, and that's it's one of our little stealth marketing things that you can use on your Facebook. And the other thing is, I will be showing you I was doing a 7-day vlogging challenge, right? And that's going to be basically from your mobile phone. You're going to be actually vlogging from your mobile phone. It's I personally think it's quite simple. You can look and you can see for yourself what I do at this evening, what I do in the demonstration. But I don't think it's too bad. It's quite simple, and you can basically do it from anywhere, and it only really takes you a couple of minutes. So it means you could do a blog every day, even when you're out and about, so you don't have to be stuck at the computer all the time. You could be on the beach or you could be somewhere else, which is a pretty cool way to market. So I'm just going to pass you over to Matthew for a wee while, and then we'll go through some other stuff. Hi, Matthew.
Hey, Satiris, and hello, everybody. Thank you all for joining us this evening. This is normally a team training, but we decided to open this up to all of our subscribers, and so you're very welcome to be here and listen in on what we have to talk about, what we have to share. And what I would first of all ask you is ask yourself, why are you here this evening? Why are you really here? Our brains are goal-seeking mechanisms, and if we don't have a clear, defined goal in mind, then we can be all over the place, right? We can be bouncing around like a pinball with no clear destination in mind. So the first thing I would ask is, why are you here tonight? What's your outcome? What are you looking to gain from this? What are you looking to achieve? Of course, I guess you're here to learn some strategies for internet marketing, for building a business from home, building a business online, that sort of thing. That's the general sort of thing. So get very clear on what it is that you really want, why you're here, and by doing that, when you're really clear and you go, okay, well, this is my outcome. Set your outcome right now. Set your intention. And just as we're starting to speak here, what do you want to learn? Why do you want to learn it? You want to learn some strategies for internet marketing, for gathering leads, for making sales online or whatever. Some social media strategies. Why do you really want them? What's it going to give you, right? And the clearer you are about that, that's going to increase your attention as you listen in, and your openness to learn, and also your retention as well, what you retain. So instead of just sitting listening passively, maybe with just a little bit of curiosity, be engaged, and look to after you come off this call that you can learn something. Make a decision to learn something that you can apply right away, because you will learn things tonight that you can apply right away, and that can actually change your destiny, right? And so what I'm all about really is to help you kind of break the old programming and kind of wake up to what's possible, right? What's possible. We don't have to just as it pops up on the screen here, say goodbye to 9to5.com from Satiris, and maybe that's what you want to do. And I just see Alan come on the call. Hello, Alan. How you doing?
Hello, guys. My apologies for the late start, and good to see you, Matthew and Satiris.
All right, good to see you.
Thank you, mate.
So, many of us want to say goodbye to the 9 to 5, and this is a way, we have a system, we have tools, we have strategies to be able to go ahead and do that, and also the mindset that is required to go ahead and do that, and breaking free from the employed person's mindset to the entrepreneur mindset. That's a mindset shift, because you can have all the tools, all the strategies, you can have the system, but if you still have the mindset of an employee, then you're going to trip up. You won't get things off the ground, because the mindset of the employee is quite often they do as little as possible, and then they get a paycheck at the end of the week or the end of the month or whatever. That's quite often. I've had many jobs in my life, and most people in jobs are just doing enough that they kind of keep their head down, they don't cause any waves, they just do enough that they don't get fired, or they just do enough that they get their paycheck at the end of the week and no one tells them off. And that attitude as an entrepreneur just doesn't cut it, right? And you have to go above and beyond, and to realize that you might put in, as an employee, if you put in a month's hard work and then your boss didn't pay you at the end of the month, you'd say, screw this, I'm out of here, But as an entrepreneur, you've got to realize that you're building a foundation, right? As my mentor David Wood said the other night, he was talking about a metaphor, and he says, when bamboo grows, it grows, first of all, it doesn't move for quite a long time. It grows down, it grows very deep roots. And then all of a sudden, after so many months or years or whatever it is, suddenly it can shoot up like 60 feet in a year. That bamboo can shoot up 60 feet in a year. But before that, it didn't look like anything was happening. But what was happening was it was growing deep roots. And this is the mindset that you need to create a business online, to become an entrepreneur, is that you've got to, first of all, grow some deep roots. Otherwise, you get knocked over very easy. If you suddenly have success straight away without growing your roots, as soon as the first failure comes, or as soon as the first storm comes, or as soon as the first recession comes, or whatever it is, you get knocked over by that. You're not getting up again. But if you're growing your roots deep, and then you grow up like the bamboo, over, but you bounce back up again. Yeah, something happens, you get trodden on, you go over, but then you come back up again. So realize that, grow deep roots. Even if something isn't showing on the surface, realize that through the training that you're doing, through what you're learning, and through going through the hard knocks, going through the grind, as they call it, is that you're actually growing your roots down deep. So whenever the knocks come, you can take them. You can take them on the chin, and you can keep going, because inevitably they will. It's part of the course of being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, is you will come up against obstacles that seem insurmountable, that seem impossible to get over, but they were only impossible for your previous self. Well, what they're going to do is they're going to allow you to grow and develop, and then get over them. Yeah. And so as you know, the system we use is Empower Network, and what I'm noticing recently is I've had a relative success over the past year with Empower Network. Has some really good successes, a few ups and downs, but some decent successes. And what I've noticed is my greatest joy recently is when I start to see successes from people in my team. when I start to see success with people in my team, that's when I feel really good. And recently, I was hoping to get him on the call tonight, but he wasn't able to get hold of him. Young 19-year-old, been grinding for 8 months. A couple of times he got disheartened. I said, keep going, keep going. Kept on at it, kept on working at it. Suddenly had a big breakthrough after 8 months. Suddenly got a ton of leads coming in through some strategies he learned in the products. And suddenly he is empowered. At the age of 19, he has the potential now to take that skill set that he's just learned over 8 months of grinding and put that into practice in any business online. He could help any company, he could consult, he could to any product, and just through that skill set of knowing how to super dad of knowing how to how to get leads and how to have a funnel and all these things. That's a very powerful thing. That can be used for online marketing. That can be used for real estate. That can be used for so many different things. That skill set, and just because he was able to keep going for those 8 months, working part-time, he suddenly developed something that like a foundation that he can grow amazingly on, because he grew his roots deep there. So that's the main thing I want to get across to you, is realize that you're growing your roots when you do this. You're learning. But at the same time, it's possible to develop an income very, very quickly, relatively. Because if you think about it, some people think, well, 8 months, that's a long time to not make any money at a business before I start making money. Well, no, it's really not, because if you think about it, what most people do is, and if you leave school without going to college, university, the best you can get is probably a minimum wage job or something like that, right? And probably never amount to too much. The next thing you can do is go to university, right? So many people, they go to university, and I know many of our audiences in the US, so I'll be talking more US terms. Many people go to college, and some people spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars on a 4 or 5, 6 year college education. And then after they finish that, then there's still no guarantee of a job. Nothing. There's still no guarantee after putting yourself hundreds of thousands in debt. There's still no guarantee of a job. And then you get a job, let's say, then what are you? Maybe an intern or something for a year or two, then you're a junior at whatever you're in, you've got to work your way up. It might take you half your life to pay off the debt before you're at the big leagues, right? And then even then, you might get a six-figure salary when you're in your mid-40s or something like that, and then you've got a bit of time to retirement. Then what? Then what? So that's not such a great model. So to be able to put in 6 months, 12 months of effort to get a six-figure income, which is possible in what we do, and many people have done that. And I'll just throw in an income disclaimer right now, because that's not the average earnings, because average people don't do very much. So you can go to empowernetwork.com/income to see average earnings, right? But the average people don't do very much, right? That's what average is. But average is a choice. Average is a choice to make new decisions, take new actions, and that's a choice and a decision you can take today. So we have a system that you can avail of, a vehicle that can take you to financial freedom, that can take you to a six-figure income. And as long as you're willing to have that mindset to grow your roots and take 6 months, 12 months, whatever it is, some people it takes much less than that, and then you can develop a skill set that will allow you to have the freedom for the rest of your life to work any business you want, and also give you the residual income that is possible with the system that we have as well. So if you're the sort of person that's willing to do that, then I recommend you join us here. And what I want to do is we're going to give you some very valuable training tonight to show you some of the stuff that we do teach but it's only a very small portion of it. But we've got some good social media stuff that Satiris is going to talk about, and Alan has got some interesting. I don't know what Alan's talking about tonight, but I know it's interesting. I'm always looking forward to what Alan has to say. But right now, I'm going to pass it to Satiris. I talk, and I don't realize how long I talked for, but that's 20 minutes already. Wow.
Alan, would you
any questions, anyone?
Would you like to talk for a wee minute, Alan, first, or do you want me to go?
No, I'm very happy to follow on from what Matthew says. Matthew, thanks for your kind words, but also for your, for what you said tonight was actually very pertinent to myself, and so it just encouraged me. Actually, for about 14 months, I've been working on my own project, $50 Film School, and it got launched today, yesterday and today, and it was weird because I got home and there actually wasn't $500,000 in my bank account, so clearly there's been some kind of misunderstanding there, and you have to just there's no way in which you cannot set aside that part of your brain that's hoping and hoping and hoping that it'll just take off. It's just always going to be there, I think, even though you have enough common sense and you've enough wise people around you to say, listen, it's going to take a long time to build. But your advice, Matthew, there, what you were relating in terms of just sticking at it, being tenacious, developing the strong roots, and seeing that every time that you're going out to plant the seeds, you are going to reap something further down the line. It's actually encouraging and timely to me. Perhaps tomorrow there'll be $500,000 in the bank. We'll have to wait and see. But no, I'm setting myself out to build the roots. And as you say, in that process, you're developing yourself personally. You're building character. You're getting wiser. But on a more practical, if you like, on a more business level, you're gaining invaluable tenacity and practical skills. So that is just going to turn you a bit more into the kind of warrior spirit that I guess you need to have. And what it was, before I go any further, Matthew, you invited people perhaps in the chat room or either of us to ask any questions if there were any. Did anybody want to ask Matthew anything before I just take 5 minutes to relate something?
Anybody, any questions? If you just basically post it below, you'll see that there's a comment section just below the video here. So if you just post any questions or anything you have, just directly below in the comments, we'll be able to answer them as we go along here. So we will continue to check as things go on, but you're fine, Alan, at the minute. If you want to just fire on ahead, that's perfect.
So I will do. It's interesting again, Matthew, that the subject matter that you chose to communicate tonight, it really follows on and complements what it was that I wanted to share with you guys. Yesterday I had a fantastic day filming on the set of one of my favorite shows, and it's something that I'd looked forward to for a long time. I'm very, very pleased to be working on this particular show. There was a 4 o'clock pickup in the morning, and I want to tell you a little bit what I learned, not from being on the set of that show, but being with the driver of the show, the guy who picked me up in the car. So what happened was, I picked up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Some louts, some hooligans had smashed over our wheelie bin, which was laid out for the garbage pickup, or the bin men as we call them in the UK and Ireland. And so when I was the first point of contact I had with this driver was him to see me at 4 o'clock in the morning, bedraggled, trying to up the bin that had been wrecked, and all the rubbish and garbage was all over the street. Now the first thing, and that's smelly, nasty stuff. The first thing he said, as I was about to get into his beautiful, Mercedes 4x4, whatever it was, he says, "Can I help you with that, mate?" Okay, now I thought that was really, really nice, because it meant getting his car stank up. He'd go in and clean it up before he went to pick up the other car. But it never even crossed his mind about that inconvenience. He just says, "Can I help you?" That was great. Got into the car, had a lovely chat with him. He just had a nice demeanour. He was friendly. And we were chatting away on the long drive up to the location. But he told me this story about how he got started in film. And I had asked him, what was it that kicked you off? And he says, well, I was all work. He was into acting, he was into directing, you name it, he was into it. He had an aunt and uncle who were very successful actor and playwright respectively. And one of them eventually phoned him and says, listen, are you still interested in working in the business? And he said, yeah, anything at all. And he says, well, look, there's no camera positions going that I'm aware of at the minute, but would you be interested in driving? And he said, absolutely, put me down for that. That sounds great. He was 22 at this stage. He turned up for the interview that his uncle had set up for him. And he went in to meet the fella and he says, listen, mate, you seem like a lovely lad. You're a good driver, but I need a certain type of insurance and you're just too young at this stage. So come back in a couple of years. And the fella says, right, no problems. And he did that. When he came back a couple of years later, there was a big movie just being shot here in Northern Ireland. And he was all geared up and good to go. Unfortunately, he had just missed the post by a day or something. They just set up all the team who were going to take care of transport for that particular gig. The guy says, listen, you're a good guy. Come back. Touch base and drill. Time went by. He heard that Tom Hanks was coming over to produce a movie called City of Embers that was being shot in the Paint Hall Studios in Belfast. And he went out and he bought a beautiful Chrysler, like a big sort of saloon luxury car. It was a £30,000 car, and he had that paid off, or he didn't have it paid off. He bought it and turned up at this guy's at the transport guy's headquarters, and says, "Look, is there any chance of a job?" And because he heard about Tom Hanks and so forth, and he says, "I'd really like to work on this." And the guy says, "Well, do you have your own car?" And he says, "Come on outside." He showed him this beautiful new car, and the guy says, "You're starting after lunch." Okay. Now, what I thought was beautiful about that story, there was a couple of lessons that I learned from it. First of all, like I said, the driver, he was just helpful and professional and friendly and courteous from the outset. But going back to his story, there was a guy who had a number of character traits that I thought were very inspiring and very pertinent to what it is that we're doing in particular. First of all, he was open to any opportunity. He was open and eager to any opportunity. His uncle came to him and said, "Look, would you be interested in a start?" And he says, "Yes." "In driving, is that okay?" "Yes." He just wanted to get a foothold in. Now, he didn't make the mistake that I did when I was a runner in London 20 years ago. Somebody saw a little bit of some rush of some footage that I'd shot with some friends and said, "Alan, this is really, really nice. Would you like me to put in a word with you as a potential commercials director?" And I said, "Oh, it's my dignity." Now, if I could travel back in time and grab myself by the scruff of the neck and bash my head off the wall repeatedly, believe me, that's how I would use that time trip. I'd shout in my own ear, "Listen, you idiot, you're being offered a golden opportunity on a platter, you dumbass. Pull your head out of your butt and see the opportunity that is available to you here." Okay? So this guy had the good foresight to do that. Secondly, he was tenacious. Like Matthew said, he got kicked in the teeth over a period of years. Come back, see you soon, you're a great guy, we'd love to work with you. And that just didn't happen, and didn't happen, and didn't happen, and didn't happen. But he didn't let that stop him. A lot of us, myself included, we've had situations where you really wanted something. At least you tell yourself you really want something. It doesn't happen. You go, "Oh, well, maybe I was never meant to go out with her in the first place," or, perhaps I was never supposed to be in that job. And we find all sorts of cosmic New Age excuses for just not sticking at things. Now, sometimes, life isn't going to let us go down that direction or whatever. But definitely tenacity is rewarded if it's married to a strategy that allows you to take feedback. So he kept going, and that was the thing about him, to get to the position where he stepped out on a limb. The final thing that I think I really admired about him was that he, in the face of that continuing rejection, well, there's two things. He to finish this point very, very quickly, he committed himself. Even when the opportunity wasn't there, he went out, he bought the Daimler. Okay? Nobody was saying, oh, it's okay, mate, we've got a 2-year contract for you. Oh, yes, Mr. Hanks would love to work with you. He'd love for you to be his driver. That wasn't in place, but he went out of his comfort zone, he committed, and he took action. If you like, it's like sending out a big, big megaphone into the cosmos saying, I'm stepping up, are you going to stay halfway? Okay? And guess what? That's exactly what happened. Now, as it turned out, you know, because he was informed, he'd also done his research, he was keeping his eye out on the opportunities that were available, and therefore he saw the opportunity that was pending. He took immediate, massive, committed action, and that's what landed him the job. And I think, you know, the employer must have seen, well, here's a guy who's tenacious, here's a guy who keeps his eye open, here's a guy who sees what's happening in the business, here's a fellow who has big, high ambitions because he wants to drive Mr. Hanks. And not only that, but he's gone out and bought a beautiful car because he knows the kind of ambassador I want for my business, and he stepped up to the mark and being that new star. Okay, so there you go, guys. That was one of the most inspiring things about being on yesterday's shoot, and that was where I even got to the location. I learned so much from that fella, and I thought it's very, very helpful to us. You know, like I was saying, I just launched my info product, started with you guys recently on you know, Empower Network, and you know, we all of us put in a lot of work on it, but we have to grow our roots, we have to be tenacious, we have to let the seasons take their own time, but we keep committing ourselves, we keep making the effort, we keep showing up, and then eventually, you know, at some point you're an overnight success, as they say. Okay, thanks for listening, guys, and again, thank you, Matthew. What you had to share with us tonight just really complemented what it was that I wanted to share as well, and I hope it didn't ramble too long with that.
Thank you, Alan. That was great. That was a great bit of insight for us all. That was very, very good. Very, very good story, and it just really goes to show people, you know, what persistence does, and you know, just making a decision about what you're going to do and sort of following through with it.
Of course, I forgot the punchline. Like a numpty. The punchline, of course, was he actually didn't. So I said to him, well, you know, did you get to drive Mr. Hanks what he was like? And he said, no, he only turned up for one day. He flew in, saw that everything was going smoothly, flew back out, okay? But he's now head driver on one of the biggest shows in the world, you know, and he's worked for 6 seasons on this particular show. And so, you know, the roots went down deep, and he's providing a very good income on a fantastic product for himself and his family. And so that was the kind of key payoff that I neglected.
Awesome.
So,
very
yeah,
good.
so hang in, guys, that's the thing.
Very
Okay,
good.
thank you.
Very good.
Very cool. Thank you.
So the next thing I wanted to maybe cover with some of us who are waiting for some, you know, some sort of technical things that you can do, some sort of strategies that you can use for, you know, for bringing people to your business, or to maybe even simplify your business to an extent, so you don't maybe have to work as hard or work as often, is the vlogging challenge I started the other day. It's basically just a 7-day vlogging challenge, and for anyone who doesn't know what vlogging is, it actually means video blogging. Okay, so it means instead of you going and writing, you know, 500-word article or 1,000-word article, you can just basically record a video, and you can talk your article, or you can, you know, talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, and you can get your message across that way. And the great thing about it is, and what we have inside our business, inside the system that we're in, is that we actually have the opportunity to vlog or video blog directly from our phone. Okay, So if you imagine now, right, you've got a mobile phone, you've maybe, an Android phone. I mean, I've, it's actually starting to get on a wee bit, but I've like a, you know, um, Samsung S3 there, Android phone, or you might have an iPhone or something like that. But the bottom line is, if you wanted to do a blog on an ordinary blog, it would be a complete nightmare, right? Because you would have to go to YouTube. You would have to go first. You have to record your video on the phone, right? Then you would have to upload it to YouTube. Then you would have to go and grab an embed code, and embed the video, right? Which would be quite difficult to do on a mobile phone. And I have a confession to make, and that is I don't even know how to copy and paste on a mobile phone. So I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't even know how you can copy and paste on a mobile phone. So I certainly won't be doing blogging, with my YouTube videos from a mobile phone, and that's for certain, right? But the great thing about it is if you're in our team and you're in Empower Network, the only one thing you do require to have is the actual video hosting, right? So if you're in Empower Network and you've got the video hosting, basically what you can do is there is 2 links below this post. There's 2 links below this post which we've put in, and one link will take you to the app for the Android phone, so that would be a Samsung S3, S4, S5. The other one would be like iPhone. Would be the app for the iPhone for Empower Network. Okay, and the important thing with the Empower Network apps, or if you go looking for the apps, right, is that there's some people have created apps and called them Empower Network, and they're nothing to do with Empower Network. They're just somebody trying to, get you to join their business or some other stuff. They're not actually Empower Network apps. So the one thing you want to do, if you do search it, if you don't use the links below to go directly to the app, and you do search for it in Google, you need to make sure that the person that created the app, the developer's name is Empower Network LLC, because if it's not Empower Network LLC, then you will be getting something completely different on your phone. Okay, it won't do what we're talking about tonight. Okay, so that's the first thing. Yep, that's it. That's it.
Is that reading okay?
Yes, I can see it, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
I'm not actually surfing, while you're talking. I'm actually going to follow through. Okay,
perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So basically, once you download the app, okay, onto your iPhone or your Android phone, I'm on an Android phone, you can maybe see it here. Let me just see if I can. You'll see just up at the top, that is the Empower Network app there. Okay, so all you would do is you would click on the app, like so, to open it. And the first time you'll do it, you'll have to log in with your username and password, okay? But once you've logged in with your username and password, you'll see a thing down at the bottom, and it'll say menu, and there's a pen, and there's audio, and there's video. So basically, you could do an audio, so you could record an audio and put it in your blog, or you could record a video. So to record a video, all you do is basically just click the video button like that. Okay, and then what it does is it gives you 3 options. I'm not sure if you can see the options. Not very clear. But the first one is upload from phone. Record from camera is the middle one. And the third one is choose from gallery. Okay, so what I'm going to do this evening is I'm going to basically record from camera. So I'm going to click the camera to record, and then what that'll do is that'll just put my camera on, okay, on my Android phone. So at this stage, all you would do is you would just basically get your camera like so, and just record a video. So actually going to do. I'm going to do that now, okay? Just a very short video. You can do a video up to 2 minutes long, okay? So it's not for a 20-minute or 30-minute hangout. It's just short videos, but that's really all you need to do, you know, for a daily vlog. You know, a couple of minutes is quite a lot. You can get quite a lot into 2 minutes in a video. So I'll just record. Hi, this is Satiris Basakaropoulos, and it's day 3 of my 7-day vlogging challenge. And this evening I am just on a live hangout with Matthew Armstrong and Alan Gilday. And what we're basically doing is we're showing how you can blog directly from your mobile phone. You can blog directly, and it's quite simple, and there's no, you know, copy or pasting or anything involved. So we're basically showing how you can do that. So if you'd like to know how we do that, all you need to do is just click the link below this video, and you will be able to go to our Hangout and find out exactly how you do that. We'll give you instructions so you can do it yourself. So I will see you again in the next video tomorrow. So basically you just record a video, okay, like that, and then what happens is it just basically asks you to save or discard. So I'll just save it, like so. Hi, this is Satiris Basakaropoulos, and it's and then it just says give your video a name, okay. So I will call it how to vlog live hangout. So the first thing I do is I just type in, give the video a name, and then up at the top you'll see at the top here on the right, you maybe can't see, it just says next. So you just click the next button, like so. And then it asks you for, on the top, it's a wee bit unclear, can you see it at all? It says up on the top here, message title required and message body. So all I would put in there, I'd make it really short and sweet. So what I would put in there is, once again, I would just put, you know, a short few words. So how to vlog from your mobile. So I would just put that in the 2 sections, the same thing. I mean, you could stand here and you know, type messages all day, but personally, like Matthew said to me earlier, he doesn't really like typing on his mobile phone, and I tend to be the same. It's pretty pernickety, so it's easy if you're just doing a couple of words. I mean, you could even do like if you really hate typing, you could do a 3-word title, you know, so your mobile. Now, you can. I mean, if you imagine this now, you know, I'm basically just typing in the, can you see it at all? I can't see it on my screen very clearly. Yeah, there you go, you see?
Yeah.
How to vlog. You see, yeah?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How to vlog from your mobile. Okay. So then, once I've done that, I just click the next button up at the top. So you click next, just click next, and then what it does is it gives me a choice of different people in my team to message. So it gives me, you know, all team members, my public blog, people in the viral blogging system, etc., etc., etc. So all I do is I'll just go through this and I'll just tick them all like that very quickly with my finger. You could just pick one, you know, so you could just send it to people in your team, or you could just send it to people who, you know, bought a certain product, or you could just send it to people who have the blog. So you just tick those like that, and once you've done that, you'll see they're all ticked, and then you just click next again, like so. And then you basically can pick your blog. Now, the thing about in our business, you can actually post them 10 blogs. So you click here and pick which blog you want to blog in. I'm just going to do it in my main Empower Network blog. So you can see that selected at the top. And then I can also pick tags. So I have different tags here. Okay, so it's very easy to scroll through them. You can actually scroll through them very fast. I don't know if I can even show you how fast you can scroll. Like, if you see, you can actually scroll through them pretty quick. It's dead easy. And I have like hundreds of tags, right? So I'll just click on video challenge. So it's near the end. VW. So it's just V. Okay, so I'll just click on the thing that says video challenge here and tick that category, like so. And then just click next. And then you can put in meta tags if you want. You don't have to. You know, it just takes you more time if you put in meta tags, so you can do that if you want. You can have a choice to put in meta tags there. And then once you've done that, all you do is you basically click publish post. And then what happens is, now you can see the wee round circle thing up at the top, like so. And what that means is it's basically uploading the blog, right? And in about 10 minutes, probably 10, 15 minutes max, whenever you go to my blog, that blog post will be there live, and that's it, done. Okay, so that's it. So I don't know, obviously I was demonstrating and I was having to tell you everything I was doing and stuff, so it took me a longer time to do it than if I was just sitting here doing it myself. But, you know, I don't know how many minutes it took there, but it's not really that long. You know, if you think that you could do a blog post in, you know, 5 or 10 minutes, and you could be, you know, you could be on the beach, you could be in a cafe, you could be, you know, traveling, you could be anywhere, you know, as long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection, that's it. You know, that's all you need. You can have your mobile, you can keep people up to date, you can tell them you're having an event, you can tell them you have a new product out, you can tell them whatever you want. And you can actually also add pictures in here, which isn't that difficult, and you can hyperlink it if you want. But what I would suggest to you, and it's much simpler, is just, you know, every few days go in and add, you know, put in the links you want, or put in buy buttons or join buttons or calls to action, whatever you want. You can go every 5 or 6 days and add them from your computer. Do you know what I mean? But the other thing, on the right-hand side of the Empower Network blog, you have banners. So what you can do in the video is you can say to the people at the end of the video, look, just click the banner right-hand side, enter your email, and you'll get my, you know, 101 blogging tips videos, or you'll get my 10-day blogging bootcamp, or you'll get my 10 videos, you know, to get healthy fast, or, you know, whatever your thing's about, basically. But that's basically the blog post now done. So what we'll do is, in about 15 or 20 minutes, or before the end of the Hangout, what I'll do is I will go to my blog, and basically we'll go there and we'll check it out for ourselves. But that's it. You know, finish the phones away and not touching it, not pressing anything else, not typing anywhere else. So that's it. So you'll see in, you know, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you'll be able to see that on my blog. So that is the way to vlog, the easy way to vlog. I personally think it's really easy. You know, what did you guys think of it? Did it look really complicated?
Yeah, you make it very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be much more complicated than that to vlog on the phone or blog.
Yeah. I mean, just the thought of logging on the phone sounds scary. You know, imagining trying to copy and paste, embed URLs and all on the phone. It's like, you know, it's like you'd rather jump into, you know, ice bath or something.
Very well constructed little bit of software.
That's my third one. What's that? Sorry.
Sorry, I was just losing you there a little bit. Just finish your point there, Satiris, because we lost your audio for a moment.
Okay. No, I was basically just saying that, it's quite simple.
Yep.
It's not that difficult to do, and it's a lot easier than, doing. It would be really difficult if you were doing it with a YouTube video or something, but using our viral blogging system, it's actually very, very easy to do, and you can do it on the move. You can do it wherever you are.
Is it possible to download, once you've uploaded the video to Empower Network, is it possible to download it again to share it to YouTube or Vimeo or anywhere else?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. If you go into your Empower Network back office, you can actually get an embed URL, and that will embed it in any website. But on your Empower Network blog itself, you don't need the embed URL, because when you go in, you remember I told you there was 3 buttons. One button was upload a video. Yeah. The other button was get a video from your phone. So that's a video you've recorded, which is on your phone. And then the third button was view your media gallery. And that third button, if you click it and you just flick through it, you'll be able to see all the videos that you upload on Power Network. And if you actually click that button and then published it, that video would be there instantly. So you could actually do a blog post in literally a minute, right? Because the video's already there. You just click publish, and that's it.
It's a terrific time saver. I mean, my pipeline, if you like, was find something to say, find somewhere to say it, set the thing up, do a couple of takes, import it into whatever it was, transfer it over onto some form of desktop or upload it. If it required any editing, it had to be edited, exported into another software package for some other bits and bobs, then re-export it back, then uploaded. So you upload it to Vimeo or YouTube, then download it from those, then re-upload it to
get the embed
then you re-upload it to Empower Network. So
get the embed code your blog.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's terrific from that point of view. The other thing I think it's a great discipline, and you guys are both masters of it, is being able to force yourself to say what you have to say succinctly. So the 2 minutes keeps you on target, keeps you bang on message the whole way through, and it saves massive amounts of upload time as well. So that's a really, really good, that's a really good discipline.
The really interesting thing about it, Alan, is that a lot of people might see it even as a downside, say, oh, but it's only 2 minutes, and I'd want to talk for longer, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the really interesting thing about it is the shorter videos are the ones that get watched to the end, and they're the ones that get the most views. And it actually, like Matthew was saying, when you did the 60-second videos, wasn't it, Matthew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You were saying because you were doing 60-second videos, you're able to do a lot more videos and get a lot more traffic, and people were actually listening to your video to the end. Whereas if somebody comes and they have to be somewhere in 15 minutes and you have like a 2-hour video, they're going to be gone. So they're not going to do what you want them to do anyway, because they're going to be gone. They might come back and look at it again later, watch the rest of it. But in many cases, they're going to be gone. They're going to say, right, this video is like 40 minutes and I've only got 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. And at the minute, with the way internet marketing is, everyone is fighting for your time. Everyone is demanding your time. Everyone is emailing you saying, look at this, look at that, look at this business, look at that business, look at what we're doing. And everybody is fighting for your time right now. So if you're actually going and taking, for an ordinary video, right? Now, okay, we do Hangouts, we do trainings to show people stuff, and there may be an hour, 2 hours, because there's a lot of stuff that we pack into them. But if you're just doing an ordinary video, people don't have the time to watch you every day for 2 hours. At the end of like a month, they'd be suicidal. They'd be going like, God, I just can't do this anymore, right? So a 2-minute video is perfect, because the 2-minute video, you can get your message across. You can say, look, this is what I'm doing today. This is what you can do today. This is where you can go today. This is something that can help you today to build your business. Here's an idea. Here's a tip. Here's a quote. And you can get that done really fast You don't waste your time. You don't waste their time. You deliver them some value, and your blog is done for the day. And in the meanwhile, if you've been watching our Hangouts from before, these posts, no matter where we are in the world, can get syndicated out, complete autopilot to maybe 20 or 30 Facebook groups, to our profiles, to our Twitter account, to other various social networks and blogs on complete autopilot, right? So you're able to use this to actually put your stuff out all over the place as well by actually syndicating it with the other strategies that we've showed you earlier. And if you haven't seen the strategies, if you go up the site, go to the Hangouts and you look through them, you'll be able to see there's other Hangouts and we have other strategies that we're also teaching on those Hangouts. Okay. The other thing I just wanted to say, our little ninja trick, I'll go through just very quickly, Matthew, our little secret ninja. Okay, let's see. So
Matthew's gone into stealth mode, I think.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine.
Have I gone?
He's still there.
I've gone into stealth ninja mode there.
We're getting worried for a minute, we're getting worried.
Why, here?
Yeah, no, I was just saying.
Got a bit stormy here, actually.
Yeah, no, I was just basically saying about the. I can't actually do it, Matthew. I just worked out. I can't do it because the video is uploading on my phone.
All right.
Well,
right?
Listen, man. While you're doing the while you're exploring the stealth video thing, can I just do a little update on just what you're saying there? So I recently got a proper phone for the first time because of $50 Film School and Create Your Abundance and Empower Network, and it's just extraordinary what you can do with this thing. Absolutely incredible. But my lovely girlfriend treated me to this little doodad, which I really, really recommend. It's a fantastic little tripod, okay, and your phone just clips in.
I was looking for one of those. I couldn't find one anywhere.
I got this on eBay or Amazon or somewhere like that, and it just snaps in like that. Okay.
That's brilliant.
So that's really, really handy. I think this was 11 quid, but the beauty of it is that you can literally wrap this around a tree trunk.
That's fantastic.
Or a bit of fence or something like that.
Yeah.
And just turn it any which way you need it to go. So if you've got something hanging like that, that will stay absolutely secure. It's really, really light. It'll fit in the coat pocket, and you can go off and just be like, complete guerrilla filmmaker. And the other little things that we got with this, now I haven't said that, of course, the bugger won't stand up now. There you go. There you go, guys. Here we go. Look at that. It's like a handy little bit of kit. I'm just going to show you two other little things.
Maybe at some stage you could maybe even send me a link for where you got that, and what I could do is I can put it on the site, so that other people can go and see, because that's really good. I spent ages trying to find a decent tool for that.
It's absolutely funky, we think. And then the other stuff. Now this is more filmy. It doesn't really, it's not vital to what we're doing here. But I also got this little lens kit for the iPhone, and basically I think it was about 3 quid, right? What's that, about $5 or something? And you get two little groovy lenses, and look, they just clip on magnetically onto your iPhone. Okay, if I show you here, and so you can go out and do really that now allows you to shoot like a wide angle, so you can keep your phone much closer up to you, and gives you a lot more breathing space in the shot. Okay, and so what was that? Literally about 3 or 4 quid for 2 little lenses. Funky as, and then you can go out and do loads of creative stuff with it as well. Right. So, but just from a point of view of giving your shot a bit of space around you, so your head or your body isn't drifting out of the shot, that helps a great deal as well. And all that stuff, the wee tripod, and 2 wee lenses was about 15 quid, maybe including postage.
That's
okay, and that
awesome.
just snaps out. Yeah, I mean, just snaps out really quick.
You've sold it. Where's the link? Where do we buy it?
But there's more. But wait, there's more.
What's the link?
Actually, while you guys are doing your ninja thing, I'll find a
Yeah.
little link for you. And I'm not sure I'm up to posting it into a live Google Hangout. I'm not sure if I'm kind of
That's okay. No, don't worry. I
savvy
mean,
enough for
even
that. But I could probably even read it out to you.
yeah, even if you if you even send it to me after the Hangout, what I'll do is I'll just post it in the comments.
Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot, Satiris. Yeah, I think that was everything on that. You know, very, very impressed. I'm very impressed with the software on this little phone as well, because you can do beautiful things. You know, like basically grade and edit your imagery as well. But you know, I'm looking at stuff like from Dave Wood and Brendan Burchard and Matthew and yourself. And am I correct in thinking that a lot of the time you really don't need to have a particularly polished, you know, video? It seems to me that it's more important to have the volume of output.
Yeah, I mean,
rather than
it's more real. You know, it's sort of more real. If you're really, I think if you're really polished, like you know, no whatever the TV or whatever, you know, but you know, everything in TV is done really sort of maybe over professionally and very well dramatized and stuff like that, you know. I think it's good to just keep your videos real, like you're talking to your friends, you know, you're talking to your mates, or you're talking to your, you know, whatever.
That was my
because
feeling
people
too,
then just realize they're talking to an ordinary person, you know. Whereas if you're getting this like TV advert coming on saying, you know, you have to buy this, it's the best powder, and you know, some, you know, blonde flashing herself across the screen and all, you know. It's just, you know, it's very put on. It's very sort of put on, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Keep it authentic, but you're trying to get that reasonable balance between sort of good picture quality, sound quality, good content,
absolutely.
and getting stuff out there. But
yeah, I mean, you don't want to have so the sound's awful and they can't hear what you're saying and they can't see you and stuff like that.
That was the other thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Got a little.
You know, I'd be curious of what do people want to know? You know, if anyone can comment in the comments, you know, what do you want to know? You know, because you know we can talk about various things all evening, and it's all valuable. But it's also good to know what people want, what specific questions they have, and you know we can answer them, right? So. If anyone doesn't have any questions, you know, take this opportunity that you can ask us here live, and we can speak to you live and answer your questions. You know. So I don't actually have the message thing open, but if you have it open, Satiris, you can see it if any come through.
Yeah, let me just have a wee browse here.
While you're doing that, Satiris, I've got one other little bit of product kit, you know, endorsement, which was the little mic, the little stereo lapel mic. Okay, and this little chap here just plugs in. You put that up your shirt, or if you've got a close friend, they can do it for you, and just pops in there. Okay, and then the other bit just plugs in, obviously, into your phone. Okay, and then that means that, you know, if you're outside, Matthew does a lot of videos from the beach and so on. I've done a few outside. Quite often you get a lot of, you know, sort of wind scuffling on the microphone, and that will really reduce a lot of that. And even this little £25 thing from an electrical shop, and if you see here, it's got the option to go stereo or mono. It's got a little battery in it to boost the power, and you can turn it. Obviously, you need to turn it on and off. So, I don't know if you can see that there.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a little 25 quid mic, and I think it's really going to make a lot of difference, you know, in terms of the signal quality, because people need to be able to hear as much as they need to be able to see. People are actually much more forgiving of bad picture quality than they are of bad audio quality. It grates on the nervous system.
So, folks, are you ready for the magic moment here?
Let's see the one you prepared earlier.
Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, let's see. Can you see my screen okay, folks?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, hold
I
on.
can see you, but I'm not getting a screen
Sorry.
share.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to pay a little visit over to my blog. Okay. www.abundantmarketer.com, and this is my Power Network blog. Okay, there we are. There's the video. Can you see, folks?
There you go.
How to vlog from your mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And that's it. And just click play. Of my 7-day vlogging challenge. And this evening I am just on a live hangout with Matthew Armstrong and Alan Gilday. So there you go, folks.
That's
amazing.
It. Yep.
Very good.
Very straightforward. Yep.
Yeah, not too bad. Not bad for a beginner. And then what will happen with that as well? I'm just going to click the link and I'll show you. This will happen automatically, right? I'll do it the quick way, but this will happen automatically anyway. I have this so that it will automatically be syndicated all over the show, but in here, right? And this is a training that I showed from another evening. But what I'm going to show you, I'm going to just do it now, and then that way you can actually see what it, see what it actually does. So I'm just going to copy the title. Now this will happen completely automatically if you follow, what we've been teaching in the last Hangouts. So we just click share here, and now that will now be scheduled on 21 different places. Okay, that'll go to 21 different places on autopilot, and that will happen. And by the way, that's the one from Wookash as well from last week, if you can see, folks. That's Vic Strizhouse. I don't know if you know Vic Strizhouse, but he was one of the top earners in the Power Network. He made something like 700,000 or something in 21 days, and that is on Vic's wall. Wookash sent him that message, and Vic posted it on his wall, and it just says, "Hi Vic, I've got to thank you so much. It's just amazing. I'm 19 years old. I live in Poland, and I got started in Power Network at the beginning of the year. I've never done any type of marketing, so I was a complete newbie. I've been struggling to get traffic and leads. It took me almost 8 months to get 100 leads. By applying the stuff you taught in the traffic formula, which was one of our products that we got in Power Network, some of us got, I've just been able to generate 45 leads in one day, and I got a 43% opt-in rate on 2 of my capture pages. The numbers are actually a bit higher because the tracking service somehow missed 3 conversions, but who cares? All I can say, thank you. Hopefully we get to meet soon." So that's basically what Matthew was talking about earlier.
I just got a message from Wookash to say that he couldn't make it because he just got back from work and he didn't see the message from me.
Right.
We won't have that problem in a few months' time when he doesn't have to go.
Exactly. When he'd be getting his leads on autopilot when he's away, and then he'd come back and the money will be on autopilot, and then it's just, he can say goodbye 9 to 5 to his job.
Matthew, there's a fella that you've helped him grow his roots. Going back to your metaphor for the start of the evening, and it's lovely to see that guy just doing really well. But hats off to the fella, hanging in. He's done a sterling job, and I really hope that starts to pay off. But
Very persistent.
Yeah, very persistent. But Vic's a great inspiration to myself as well, and he was one of the guys that I asked Satirist when I met him. But what do you make of this guy, Vic Strizhouse? Is he for real? And yada yada yada. And there's a lot of great content there.
So, for anybody who's come here, if you haven't already, if you're not already on our team, you haven't already joined our team, uh, basically you can click the button, one of the buttons below, to join our team. I probably recommend join at the clicking the red button, because you can actually make $125 residual commissions. You can check out the income disclaimer. Not everybody's going to do the work that we do, so not everybody's going to make the income that we make, but you can check out the income disclaimer at empowernetwork.com/income, I think it is, and you'll be able to see that there. But I mean, all you need to do to get access to the system that we're using is if you click and you basically join, and just all you'll need would be the video hosting as well, and you can just basically blog from your mobile phone. So you can blog about your business, you can blog about your services, you can blog about your traveling or whatever you want, and you can do it, like I showed you. I mean, they're 2, 3, 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you're like completely clueless, right? You've never typed a letter before in your mobile phone, but I mean, that's not hard really. To spend 10 minutes of your day doing a mobile blog and being able to syndicate that all over Facebook, Twitter, all over the show, and complete autopilot while you're on the beach somewhere.
Satiris, this is what people are doing all day, every day, anyway. I mean, this is the thing. It's kind of like half the people that, when I'm on Facebook, that's the thing. It's like people go, well, mate, I wouldn't have time to do that. Hold on. We're having this discussion on Facebook. You're commenting on the YouTube video. By definition, you're proving that you're doing it anyway. So, I mean, that's an interesting one. I would definitely encourage people to do it. Now, I totally understand people saying, oh, video blogging, I would feel self-conscious doing that, and I would be very nervous. And, you're right, you will be self-conscious and you will be nervous. Something's gone?
No, I just want to show you something as well.
Sure.
But keep talking and miss me.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like everybody's self-conscious and nervous. Nobody wants to make an idiot of themselves on camera and all the rest of it. But you know what? You just do it a couple of times, and then you start to enjoy it, and actually you realize, what, it doesn't matter. People aren't expecting Olivier every time you turn on the webcam. It's exactly as you said, Satiris. You just want to hang out with your buddies, and you want to hear what the people whose company you enjoy, you want to hear what they have to say. So that intimacy is just something that builds up when people see you being genuine and just sharing your passion, your interest, your humor, any wisdom you've been able to accrue, anything you can be of service to other people. But they just want to see it for genuine and for real. So really what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, don't expect not to feel a little bit nervous doing it the first few times. Of course you will. I'm just telling you to keep going. I was really nervous about it. I was really self-conscious about it the first few times. Matthew, maybe you were too. And now you're a past master at it. And you just, both of you, really enjoy just kind of getting a lot of videos out there. Matthew, do you remember doing your first videos?
Yes, I do.
We all remember.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I was really nervous because I remember I used to my first videos. I used to force them a little bit. I used to put myself in a state before I made any videos, and I wasn't nervous about making them because of maybe about the content, But then there were times when I decided to make myself more vulnerable and to be more of myself rather than forcing something, and that took a bit more courage. As I actually progressed in making videos, it was further down the line that it actually took more courage when I was actually more vulnerable and showed my my weaknesses and my vulnerabilities. That took more courage when I started to become more authentic in my video. No, I didn't have a lot of nervousness, but I think I got more so. Strangely enough, you know.
No, I appreciate that, and I've seen that in your work, and it's lovely because, like I said to you, whenever we started to talk on Empower Network and on the Hangouts, I felt that there was, and I genuinely mean this, a sort of connection there anyway, because you had been yourself, you know, and I'd been enjoying your company for a year or two just on YouTube, and yeah, so yeah, it's a particularly intimate medium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Thank you. One thing that I might want to cover, just for anyone who's just come to this training that hasn't been to any of our trainings before and is maybe wondering, okay, well, we're talking about blogging, we're talking about vlogging, we're talking about putting videos up and stuff, but how do I actually make an income from that? How do I make an income online? How do I make an income through blogging or vlogging or whatever? And make your income the same way that you make income. You make your income through selling products and services, and that's what we do with the Empower Network. Is we have the most cutting edge internet marketing products and personal development products, communication, leadership, marketing, the most important skills that you can really learn in life. Relationships are all in the product that Empower offers. So those that comes down to your blog, there's going to be links on your blog. There's going to be banners on your blog. That anyone that comes to your blog can click on those banners or those links, and then have the opportunity to purchase products within the Empower Network system, whether it be the blog or any of the other internet marketing products or the other leadership products or the personal development products. They're all in there. So that's how you would make money with the Empower Network, by selling and promoting the products within the system. And so if that sounds good to you, what you want to do right now is just simply pull out your credit card, click on the link below, and make probably the best decision you'll ever make.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Satirius?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the other thing as well, if you click on the red button, you'll also be getting some of these as well. Okay, you'll be getting some of these. They're the Fight the Forces of Evil DVD. And basically, what you can do with these is you can actually give them to someone and ask them a simple question. Would you be interested in making an extra $1,250 a month? It's a yes or no answer. If they say yes, you give them the DVD, you ask them when can they watch it, put the DVD on, play it. Dave Wood explains the whole business, everything about it, the whole system, how it works, the payment system. And basically, each person that joins your business, each person who joins your business under you, will, when they're directly under you, you will basically get $125 a month residual income from each person. So that means if you have a total of 10 people who are directly under you, that's $1,250 a month. So, I mean, there's a few pass-ups along the way and stuff, so you might need to, maybe get 15 people or 16 people. But with that, if you're getting 10 $125, that's $1,250 a month. So basically, if you can give out a few of these every day, and say 30% of the people who watch the video actually join, you could be on your way to making a lot of money. So even without doing the videos even without the actual blog, right, which is another thing to make money and people to click and go and buy the product. You've also got this. So there's also an offline system. So for people who don't know much about the internet or don't know how to even type a blog post, you already have a system to get people to join here very, very simply. And all they do is they go to the website URL in the back and they put in your access code. Your access code, your Empower username, which you write on the envelope when you give it to them, and then they basically are under you, and you're getting $125 a month residual commission. For that, they're getting the blogging system that we talked about tonight. They're also an affiliate, so they will get 100% commissions on any sales of the viral blogging system, the inner circle, Costa Rica, 15K formula, different products. And as well as that, they're going to be getting some of these DVDs, and they can then give out those DVDs to people and make money, from everyone who basically joins. And remember, this is residual income. It's not, you go and find a customer and then next month you have to find them again. This is money that basically will come in every month. As long as these people are in the business, you will get that every month, So you can build up quite a substantial business just using that tool as well. Okay, so that's the advantage of pressing the red button instead of the other one. So hold on, I think we just lost Matthew here. So I'm just going to get him back. Do you want to chat for a wee second, Alan?
Yes, I would actually. I just wanted to check that obviously kind of implicit in tonight's theme is the idea of a 7-day video challenge. So I suspect that that you're going to throw down the gauntlet there for us and encourage us to commit to 7 videos over the next 7 days or something of that nature. Am I correct in that?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, all you need to do, right? You need to have an Android phone. You need to have an Android phone or iPhone. Okay. You go to the links that are below this video. You go to the links and you click on either the iPhone or the Android phone app. You upload it. You put it on your phone. You do exactly what I showed in the Hangout. You just click on the, you click on the Empower Network app. You log in with your Empower Network username, password, and then basically you just click on video if you want to do a video. If you want to record an audio blog, you can just click on audio. So you can just click on audio or video, and then just click your Empower Network app like so. Right, and then once you've done that, you record your video or you record your audio, and then you put in the title, you put in the tags, and then you basically just pick a category you want it to go in from the list, and then you just press publish, and 10-15 minutes later your video blog is on your website, and like I showed you earlier, it will then be distributed all over the show with very little work or hassle, really. It's very, very simple.
Fantastic. I think the next step for me is to get subscribed to that that syndicator thing that you showed us in the previous in one of the previous webinars.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can join it in the beginning for completely free. So you can, I think you can post to like 100 networks or something for free. And
incredible. I mean, it's such a time saver. I mean, because I spend, like an hour just traipsing around the different sort of social media things, make sure is it on Twitter, is it on Google Plus, did I post it to the right group on Facebook, have I done easily an hour doing that. And then as you go through those different things, there's all the distractions that are inherent in each one of those. So you got new message from so and so, or somebody's posted a photograph of their dog doing the ice bucket challenge or something, and you've got to respond to all that. So the one button push for putting all your stuff out there is fantastic. One other wee question: how does vlogging work in terms of SEO and conversions and things like that? Vis-a-vis written content or traditional blogs. Is there any inherent advantage in that? Is there any big major kind of help? Or
Well,
is it all pretty much a muchness?
to be perfectly honest with you, you know, when it comes to SEO and stuff, when it comes to SEO, the things that rank really well are social media stuff, okay? So videos do rank, but I don't think they rank as high on maybe search engines and what large articles would. When I say large articles, I mean, you know, maybe 1,000-word articles, 800-word articles,
Yeah.
500-word articles, okay, you know, but the bigger the articles, the better, you know, they generally tend to rank,
Sure.
because Google likes a lot of original content. It has to be original as well, or else it won't rank.
Yes.
It'll do the opposite to you. But the thing about the systems that we teach, you know, inside our Hangouts and inside our other Hangout trainings that we are a member of as well, which you also get access to more free trainings and other sites and other systems when you join our team, anyone in our team. Basically, the stuff we're doing is going all over the show on social media. So you're really not reliant on the search engine. Do you know what I mean? If you're posting to 30 groups and there's like, you know, there's like 60,000 in one of the groups and 30,000 in other groups and 20,000 in other groups, and, you know, and you're posting like 30 groups at a time, you know, you don't really need SEO for people to see your stuff.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So the thing about using this syndication system is Google does like backlinks and shares from and likes and comments and Google Pluses on social networks. So the thing about sharing your stuff in so many places is it tends to rank much higher in the social media because it's so many backlinks from Twitter, from Google Plus, from, you know, from Facebook, from all the Facebook groups, from LinkedIn, you know, and all these different things, right? So that alone ranks your article higher, and what actually tends to rank very high now is always, so then the link to your video or your blog is on the social networks. So if someone types in the keyword for that Facebook post, you know, not Facebook post, not profile, because that's not indexed, your profile, but your page or your group or your Twitter account or something like that, they're all indexed on Google. So if someone types in the keyword, quite likely your tweet could come up, your Facebook page post could come up on Google, you know, all sorts. So basically, it's a great way also for the search engine as well. But I wouldn't just focus just on the search engine. Search engine's great, but Google changes their algorithm so often. You know, one week Google, you know, wants, you know, loads of backlinks. The next week Google doesn't want backlinks. You know, then Google wants, you know, good high-ranking sites pointing to your site. Then Google doesn't want high-ranking sites pointing to your site because you're manipulating the search engine rankings. You know, then this week Google likes this, next week they don't like that, and so on and so forth. So, you know, it's like a never-ending battle. I mean,
it's a marriage like any other.
Yeah, you know, it is a never-ending battle. SEO is a never-ending battle. It's something you're continuously, you know, changing and doing, and new sites, and new backlinks, and taking backlinks down, and, you know, so personally, I wouldn't get into that because you could spend all your time just like on SEO. And yes, there's people who do that and make a lot of money from it, and that's great. But if you can go and, you know, put your content in front of 200,000 people, right? Just by making a blog and uploading it, you know, I mean, why bother? You know, why bother, you know, trying to learn all the changes in SEO every week? You know, you don't. I do know a lot of the stuff because I'm just submerged in this market all the time, and I'm always doing stuff, internet marketing and, you know, SEO. This stuff is all coming into it. But you don't need to do that to get people to your page to buy your stuff. You don't actually need to do SEO, and your stuff, with the stuff we're showing, a lot of your stuff is going to SEO automatically from all the social networks.
So it doesn't need to be given too much thought. You just get on creating the content.
Create the content. You know, if you want, you know, target certain keywords. Say, you know, my market are looking for this, okay, target those keywords and make a video and call it that exact name. Make a blog post, call it that exact name.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's smart. I mean, that's really smart stuff. It's just to go to the basics of rather than we discussed this the other day. In fact, didn't we? That we were saying rather than trying to put in so much effort to convince people that your product is the right one, actually go and find out what it is that they're looking for, and then and reverse engineer.
Exactly.
So essentially, go back and provide people what they're asking for, rather than trying to twist their arm into buying what you want to sell them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I am a complete anti person when it comes to that. In fact, I even made a video last week on Facebook, which I send to people who start trying to, flog me a dead horse on Facebook.
Yes, I saw that actually. Yeah.
Before I even talk to them, because it's a waste of my time when someone's just trying to sell me some opportunity. When I already have a business that makes me money, and I'm concentrating on building that business. I'm not wanting to go and spend time, joining 50 other businesses every week. So it's a waste of my time. And the thing, like I said in that video, if you want me to join your business, I'm in some of the groups you're in. I see your Facebook posts. If you're a friend of mine, I see your Facebook stuff. So if you want to sell me your business or your opportunity, make a video, make a blog post, post it up on your wall. If the title or the opportunity appeals to me, I'll click on it and I'll click the join button. Or I'll click and send you a message and ask you for more information. But don't come to me, trying to get me to join your MLM when you haven't spoke to me for like 6 months and pretend you're my friend and go, hey mate, I know I haven't spoke to you since I tried to sell you the last MLM, but I just want you to check out this, It's like,
exactly. Yeah.
You're having a hope and hell, mate, you know what I mean?
Well, it's basically, it's funny, it's just how these things come back repeatedly just to building relationships.
Absolutely.
If you build a friendship or a relationship, that people want to engage with you and people are happy to buy from you. But if it's not there, the suspicions I think are rightly in place. People are very guarded about it. I know certainly, I would be.
Absolutely.
You don't have a relationship, you're not going to sell. You're not going to buy.
Yeah. I mean, what people will do is people will buy the product. So if someone goes to Google, right, or they go to eBay, or they go to Amazon, they're standing here, right? They've got their, credit card. Say they've got their credit card in their hand, right? And they're saying, like, I want to buy this. I want to buy a microphone. I want to buy, like when you, showed me that microphone thing, I'm like, yeah, I want to buy that, right? So I go in there, stand with my card in my hand saying, right, I need that, I want that, right?
Yeah.
Excited because I've seen it and that's it, I'm getting it, right?
Yeah.
Those people are out there on the internet looking to buy stuff, and and if you post a blog post about the product and they do a search on Google and your Twitter tweet comes up, buy this, here's what it does, or whatever, they're actually looking for it, so they'll click on it and buy it. But if you send somebody a message, if I send some 98-year-old woman a message on Facebook, I say to her, I haven't spoke to you for 6 months, dear. This is really great. You should see this product. This is really cool. You can make such cool videos with it, and you'll be really popular on social media. You know what she's going to tell me? She's going to send the whip down, the whip button knock, down Facebook. You know what I mean? But that's what people do. That's how they market. They call it marketing. It's like, it's crazy. So I don't approve of that. There's some people that do it, and they say it's a numbers game. Fair enough, it is. I mean, you could go and you could, walk up and down your whole street of houses, and there could be 1,000 houses, and if you sell your opportunity to every house, you could make, 50 sales, and you can make loads of money, and that's great, right? That's great. But do you really want to go knocking on doors of people you've never spoke to before, you know nothing about, and try and sell them something that they maybe don't even want?
Sure,
Um,
exactly. You
you
end up
know,
making enemies rather than clients, you know. So,
exactly. They
yeah,
said, oh, there's that guy who tries to sell the combs again, you know.
yeah. Duck, we're not in. Yeah, yeah.
You know. So
Okay. So did you get your ninja thing sorted in the end? Oh, by the way, yes, just to
yes,
finish that point.
yep,
So I will commit then to doing 7 videos over the next 7 days.
yep,
Okay. So
perfect.
next time we meet, I probably hope to see you in person before then, but certainly by this time next webinar, next hangout,
Yep, yep,
you can say, right, Neil Day, did you get your 7 videos done?
yep,
And
yep.
hold me to.
What you want to do, if you want to just post below in the comments, just post below and
Yeah.
just say, I'm going to do I'm going to do the 7-day video challenge, and anyone who's in here who's going to actually do that 7-day vlogging challenge, just post in, below here in our page.
The
You know,
Bosakaropoulos movie marathon
that's it.
begins.
Are you ready to take? Right? Are you ready to do the 7-day vlogging?
Is there some way for me to do that now while we're talking, or will that kick me off
Yeah.
the webinar?
No, it won't. What you do, just basically open a web. Are you on iPad? You don't have a computer near you, no?
I'm on the iPad. I do have a computer, yeah,
Yeah, just go to
or I
Word.
could use my phone.
Yeah. If you just go to worldinternetschool.com, it's probably easier on the computer. Go to worldinternetschool.com and then
I'm
click
with you there now, yeah.
up in the top where it says Hangouts. Just click the Hangout link.
Yeah, with you.
Yep. And then when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you should see the comment section. And you should be able to log in. If you have a live fire account, you should be able to log into that. If you don't, you might have to register for a live fire account. Or you might be able to use Twitter or something, I'm not sure. But if you just try it, you'll be able to see if it works or not.
Sure, okay.
But that's basically it.
It's not a problem if you do more, but
No, absolutely not.
certainly you do the 7, that's the thing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, once you start doing it, you'll get a habit, and when you find how easy it is, I mean, it's as easy to just keep doing them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get into the zone.
Absolutely.
I've got a prompting to get a little live fire account here as you suggested, so
Yeah, that's fine. So the thing about the live fire is once you set up the account, then you can comment on all, on a lot of different sites just using that. So it's pretty cool and it's dead handy as
excellent.
well. So what I'm going to do, even while you're doing that, I'll probably need your assistance in about 2 or 3 minutes. But
Okay.
I think you probably have long enough there in the meanwhile. Just
happy
to do
be
that.
Your glamorous
okay?
assistant. Yeah.
Yep, that's perfect. So so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to share my screen again. Let's see, I'll just share my screen. Okay. And if you can see my screen, I just ask you just to let me know if you can see my screen. Actually,
Yes,
you know
I
what I'm
can
doing?
indeed. Yeah.
I don't actually need to share my screen here because I'm doing it from the phone. Duh. Okay, hold on. Just let me unshare my screen.
Okay, man.
Okay. Okay, so basically what we do is, now you need Facebook Messenger. I know there's been horror stories about Facebook Messenger, about being able to hear your stuff and this and that and the other. The bottom line is, if you're on an iMac, if you've got a new TV in your living room, if you've got any kind of, electronic equipment at all, they can listen to you or watch you anytime they want anyway. So if you want privacy, go find a nice rabbit hole, dig deep, and build a wee underground hut because that's the only place you get privacy, and they might even fit a smart meter in that as well. So I'm still using the Facebook app even after all the controversy or whatever. So
Lost your audio there.
yeah, you lost it completely? Yeah.
Yeah, just the last 20 seconds there. Just
Okay. Yeah. So basically, no. What it is, just I'm going to log in now, just on my Android phone. Okay. So I'm going to go here. The first thing is you'll need to have downloaded Facebook, and then you will need to have downloaded Facebook Messenger. Okay. So if you just type into into your app store or whatever, Facebook Messenger, and have that and download that. Okay, you actually need that to
yep.
this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on Facebook to open my Facebook, like so.
Yep.
And then open my Facebook, and then I'm going to go to Messages, the middle one, and I'm going to look for somebody to send a message. And look who popped up first.
Hey!
Right? So I think I'm going to send this person a message, right?
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all you do is you basically click on the person's name, like so.
Yep.
And because you've downloaded Messenger, the Messenger app will open up on your computer, like so.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, at the very bottom, it's very hard to see, probably the way the light is. But at the very bottom, you can see there's a wee microphone one just here. Okay,
Yes.
which I just lost because I just clicked on it, which was quite stupid. But there's a very, very small microphone beside the smiley face. Can you see it?
I do indeed, yeah.
So what you would do is you would just click on the microphone like so.
Yeah.
And then what happens, a wee red record button comes.
See that, yeah.
Okay? So all you do is, whenever you want to record, all you do is you click the message here. And you could do this on all different occasions. You could do this, if you have a new Facebook friend. You could do it if you want to invite someone on Facebook to something. You could do it, to just chat to them or whatever. There's all sorts of, whatever message you want, basically. Now, the thing about it is you can't really do really long messages. I'm not sure, is it like a minute or something, or maybe 30 seconds or something? So it's quite short, record button, right? And then you can record a message. So I'll just press the record button.
Yes.
Hi, Alan. I just came across your profile on Facebook, and it seemed very, very interesting. And I see that we share a lot of different things in common, and we're interested in a lot of the same health issues and stuff. And I just thought it would be great if we could connect on Facebook. So if you'd like, just feel free to add me, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks very much. Right.
Hey, that's really nice, man. That's so much more personal than just, connect with me. It's sort of generic message, so that's great.
So look there, if you look on the phone, that's the message, okay? And then I can just click play. Hi, Alan. I just came across your profile on Facebook, and it seems very, very interesting. And I see that we share a lot of different things in common. We're interested in a lot of the same health issues and stuff. And I just thought it would be great if we could connect on Facebook. So if you'd like, just feel free. So you can do that with anybody on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Dead easy. You could say these are health people. You could say we're having a hangout tonight about health. It'd be great if you'd like to join us, or if you'd like to come on the hangout, or if you'd like to whatever. You can use this for all sorts of purposes. But even just from adding friends on Facebook, you can find someone, you can actually send them a message, and it doesn't go into the other inbox. It goes directly to them, and then they can add you as a friend, right?
That's
So it's really,
excellent.
really cool way of getting people for whatever reason you want, or just to connect. You can just say, hi Alan, I see it was your birthday. I'd just like to wish you a happy birthday and hope you have a great day. Now, many people are going to send somebody a message like that.
Yeah, it's
Not very
lovely.
many. And a lot of people
It's
don't
really
even know
nice.
about it, right? So that's why it's a ninja. It's a ninja one.
I
So
see the
only learned
ninja,
here,
right?
only
It's
learned it here. So yeah.
creeping in below the radar, stealth style, yeah.
That's it. That's it. So basically, that's how you do it. And I mean, probably there, if you go in there whenever you're finished there, Alan, if you go
Yep.
into your Facebook, just to show that it works and how quickly it works, you maybe want to just go in and see if you've got the message there in your Facebook. That'd be
I
pretty
will
cool.
indeed. I was just signing into Livefire to, post
That's
a
okay. No,
comment.
do that. No, do that first. Just finish that
Yeah.
first. But then, as soon as you do that, if you just would like to, go into Facebook, just to let us see that you got
Sure.
the message and everything.
And did you get my comment there in the chat? Did it come through yet?
I heard a comment coming.
I'm hoping that's the one.
Let me just see. Hold on. Yep, let me just check here. I'll just share the screen here so everyone can see.
Cheers.
Share screen. Okay. And go down to the bottom like so. I'll just refresh it because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Just see. No, I haven't got anything yet.
That's the wonder of my
Yeah.
ancient laptop and things. But here, while we wrestle with that, you might be pleased to hear this.
Let me just unshare my screen now. Yep.
Okay. But just to confirm that I got your message.
Yep, cool.
Am I good to go?
Let me see. Let me just get. Yeah, I'm back up. Yeah. If you want, you can even hold it. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And here we go for the magic unveiling. Oh, and it's tremendous. Come on, you brute.
Is the volume up? Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, it is. Here we go.
That's it now.
Hi, Alan. I just came across
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
There we go.
your profile on Facebook, and it seemed very, very interesting, and I see that we share a lot of different things in common, and we're interested.
So, I mean, if I was to get that from you,
Yeah.
or anybody else, I'd think, well, you know what, that's really nice. It's so much more personal than a lot of the sort of default messages that you get within Facebook and other social media. So, happy days. Thanks for sharing that, and I hope to put that to good use. Yeah, excellent. Thanks, man.
Cool.
So we've just got to crack live now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, if you're here for the first time, if you've been here before and you're on our team, get that going. Go and do that 7-day video challenge. Now, if you've been here for a while, you probably know that some of our video challenges aren't maybe been always the easiest. But I've made this very, very simple so that even someone who's just a complete beginner or someone who's never done anything on the internet before can actually do it. Okay. It's very simple. One a day. It takes maximum of 10 minutes to do, right? So the hardest part is getting the apps. We've even put the links below this post for you to go and get the apps for your phone. So, even that is quite simple. It's not that difficult. So, just do it. Post in the comments below. Let us know that you've done it. And we will be back again, of course, at the same time next week with more trainings and more information and stuff for you.
And if you have any questions in the meantime, please, just let Satiris or myself or Matthew or anybody know, and we will address those for you for next week.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the other thing is, if you just came from an email or you just came from Facebook or something and you saw this posted and you're not already in our team, all you need to do is just click the button below to basically get started. And you'll get access to these trainings. You'll get personal access to myself, to Matthew, to Alan, um, and we are here to help you, to build your own business. We can help you to promote your own online business that you already have. We can help you to promote a traditional business and take it online so that you can get customers online for it. And as well as that, we also have access to my uplines training, and I mean he's making over 40,000 a month in Empower Network, incomedisclaimer.com, or empowernetwork.com/income disclaimer, where you can see our average income disclaimer. Everyone doesn't make that money. And he does trainings and webinars for us as well, which if you join under us, you will also have access to all that stuff and a whole back office with really good content and trainings too. Okay, so you get all that whenever you actually join through us, okay? But that is unique to us, okay? You won't get all this stuff on anybody else's team. So, anything else you want to say? Any last minute things you want to say, Alan? Or
no, thank you very much, Satiris. The content that you and Matthew shared tonight was a good booster for me, and yeah, I'm really glad I tuned in. And again, I can vouch for anybody who's listening for the first time. I can tell you hand on heart that Satiris and Matthew have been a great help to me coming onto the team. Within the last couple of months, I've been just learning from scratch about creating info products, my own site, about Empower Network and all the rest of it. And these guys, Satiris in particular, just put in thousands of pounds worth of consultancy and professional assistance that I simply couldn't have afforded otherwise, and he has never once asked me for money or anything like that. So recognize the value of what you're being offered here. Recognize the value of the aggregate of the experience that you have access to between all the people in the team. And for goodness sake, do what I do. Get wired in there. Don't be embarrassed. Milk these people for what you can. Because like Satiris has spent like 10 years at this racket. I shouldn't say racket, this business. And has spent a lot of money and a lot of time. He's made mistakes. He's had successes. And he said to me, look, don't reinvent the wheel. Come around for a cup of tea. I'll see if I can save you time and money by passing on whatever I can to you. And I was smart enough to make every bit of use of that I can, and just to be in his face as much as I can, learning as much as I can. And then, a time will come when, I'm in a position to pass on the experience that I've accrued. So anything we can do to help, we'll do it. And I know that Satiris, has proven that to me. So that's just not just hot air, guys. Thanks so much, Satiris. Thanks, Matthew. Thanks all the guys that are listening, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. And really looking forward to let's have a little resume, a little review of the movie content next week. That'll be good. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, Alan. Thanks for everything.
Pleasure.
And we will.
I'll send you the link for this wee fellow. Okay.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. We'll put the link in below so that people can access that. I'll put the link in the comments, or you can put the link in the comments.
I'll do that now because I actually managed to get Livefire working just while we were talking. Okay.
That's fantastic. So well, just say goodbye to everybody, and we will see you again the same time next week. Thanks very much for coming, and we'll see you again soon.
Cheers, guys. Bye.